Again, the rodeo kicks off on the 27th. It ends on the 17th, and it's going to be a lot of fun all in between. And what else happened over the weekend? The rodeo cook-off, where the carnival was already open. So the carnival gets set up. All those food vendors for the carnival get set up. Then you've got those tents that were private and some that were public, and the cook-off, championship was happening. But those vendors have all these different kinds of foods. And then once the actual rodeo, like tomorrow night, gets kicked off, so I'm at the Food Inside Energy Center. That is totally different than the food on the rodeo grounds.
Food on the fairgrounds is the best.
I meant stadium. Energy Center and the grounds have different vendors. NRG Stadium is the regular.
I'm still looking
stuff
for
that you
somebody that would be able to come up here tomorrow and let us, maybe they have a food truck that has not an air fryer, but a fryer, so they could deep fry stuff.
Well, that would be fun.
When you say stuff, you mean like a tennis shoe or
anything?
No,
we'll try it. Yeah,
I know what a deep fry is.
Shoestrings, some potatoes.
Oh, and by the way,
shoestrings.
I do not mean.
But we need somebody, because I want to do Try Tuesday, because we can't bring a fryer in here.
No, we get in trouble.
I could bring I don't want to bring my air fryer.
We could do it in a parking lot.
And then we could do it in here with an air fryer.
37530 is our text number. 37530 is our text number if you have a food truck and you're willing to fry things. And we're not talking about non-food
Or maybe
things.
you
We're
do
talking about
rodeos.
foods.
Maybe you do that type of stuff in your food truck, and you could come by in the morning so we could try it.
That would be great.
Deep fried food truck.
I didn't mean to take away anything from the food inside NRG, because there's some amazing food there as well.
There is, but it's not the stuff that we see on the ground.
I just read that like a Trill Burger and Killen's Barbecue are doing a collaboration together. That would be pretty cool.
Yep.
Well, it was a great day when I saw Killen's go into NRG. I was like, oh, yes, Killen's Barbecue. But that is there all the time for Texans games and whatnot. The food that is hitting the rodeo grounds right now and is going to end on March 17th is food you only get at the rodeo this one time a year. And if anybody has any information on the lady who used to dip the slices of cheesecake in either white chocolate, dark chocolate, or red, like strawberry-looking chocolate, man, where is that lady? She used to be next to Stubby Cinnamon Rolls, and that guy would win all the different Gold Buckle Foodie Awards all the time. The Gold Buckle Foodie Awards is a variety of awards that are given to the different vendors all around the grounds based on the value of it, the flavor of it, best fair food, best new food, best unique food.
We go around the room because every time I take the phone calls, I win. Rodrigo tickets. That's all anyone's thinking about this morning.
We've already given those out.
We just gave them to Molly.
Yeah, Molly just won, but keep listening whenever you hear
an Olivia Rodrigo song.
Her song, you never know.
And
you
you
get
also
your tickets for her sold-out show tomorrow night.
Listening for that Rodeo Sounder could be playing anytime, too.
A lot of stuff happening. So.
Between 9 and 7 is the Rodeo Sounder.
Yeah,
right now, we're in the
7.
window for Olivia, but 9 and 7 is the Rodeo Sounder. And speaking of the Gold Buckle Foodie Awards, I'm actually going to be a judge for that. Let's see, on the 29th, I think. Let me see my calendar.
Thursday, right?
While you're looking for that,
the Gold Buckle is on the 29th.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a birthday shout out that texted. Her name is Daisy, and it's her 38th birthday, and she asked if I could do it for her.
Do it, go.
Okay, ready?
Do it.
Hey, happy birthday, Daisy!
Yeah.
Yay!
You
remind
me. You remember that movie House Bunny with Anna
that's
Faris?
where I get it. Where she always is like, Rebecca. Oh, what is that?
Is it to remember it?
It's how you remember it.
I only saw like a few minutes of that movie. I don't have any.
Oh, it's a cute movie.
And the sad part is, Sam, somebody gave me the DVD of
you
that.
have to watch
but how am I going to watch it? Where am I going to find it? Is it on Netflix?
Oh my gosh!
I
don't
had
know
the
how to look
DVD,
it
but I
up.
don't have
There
it.
are so many classic lines.
It's on
She's
Xfinity.
like, it's mahi mahi. She's like, I'll just have the one mahi because I'm not really hungry.
Oh my god!
I love her so much.
One of our texters, all in caps.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Oh,
okay, good
cool.
to know.
Oh, it's such a
all in
cute
text,
movie.
we got this. All in caps. I'm sorry, we got this text. Congrats. Of course, we mentioned this once before, but we're doing it right now. Congrats to Taste of South Texas for winning grand champion at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Barbecue Cook-Off. I was blessed to be their DJ, and the food was amazing. That's very exciting.
See, it would be great if we could all sample that, though.
So how does that work? The DJ they win it and then they serve it to the whole crowd at the booth.
Oh, I think you could
That's
try it. Probably they'll.
See, I'd
they
love
work
it if,
on
like-
those briskets or the ribs or whatever the categories for so long. They present that.
These are pit masters. I wish
do they make 20 of those briskets and then they go, this one's our best one?
Well, I know that my friend that does that got second place last year for that St. Augustine
briskets
cookers. In his Instagram, he showed just 2.
But do they have a restaurant where you can buy this?
No.
Yeah,
these are all just
a lot of them
private
don't do that.
guys.
Yeah.
These are just guys who know how to make barbecue, and it's all about that little pink rim that you get on the brisket slice. You probably don't even notice it if you're not a barbecue person.
I want to ask Irvin. Irvin, Because Irvin was at.
Irvin does our digital. He went to the cook-off all weekend.
You're all there.
What'd you learn,
How many
Irvin?
guys did you see there with the
What?
vest on?
The orange
What do you
one?
It just guys wearing those vests. Every guy wears a vest.
Oh, like
now.
that dude vest?
Yeah, the dude vest.
The dude, like a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
But
And
but
you
was
see
it
a lot
cold?
of cowboy hats.
That's why you
Oh,
wore
that's
the
perfect.
vest.
That's what every guy wears. That.
Yeah,
that's
that
like
you
that's how I can tell a guy that loves brisket and bourbon. That's like
You
their
wear a
outfit.
vest? You
Like
have a vest too?
Is it a leather vest?
So then you have a vest.
No.
It's just a vest.
regular.
It's like
Or
puffy. It's like a
anything
puffy
anywhere.
vest to keep you warm.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it's
you
like,
mean like a down vest or something?
I don't know. It's a
Like
vest.
in Michael J. Fox
Like a
and
ve-
Back
like-
to the Future?
Like
No,
that
not
same
like that.
quality
No?
of her jacket.
Yeah,
that,
just like a
probably
fleece
that.
vest.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Every guy. Would you see
A
that?
regular
Every
vest.
Literally just a vest.
if you're a man between 30 and
Just a vest.
55,
You're wearing a vest.
Nothing
You wear that?
over your
I'm not a
button
vest
down.
guy. I didn't know. I'm
me
sorry.
either. But you either play golf, eat brisket, or drink bourbon.
So what'd you learn, Irvin, about the little pink rim on the brisket? You were nodding your head. You saw that, right? What I'm talking about? The smoke ring?
The brisket that I was able to try, literally, I've never had brisket like that. It like
It changed your
melted.
life?
It changed my life. It melted in my mouth like butter.
You didn't
Who
need
gave
sauce.
it to you? Like, do you remember which tent that
I want to
was?
say it was the Pit Masters.
Was it somebody
I
that
tried
was
theirs.
entering the contest?
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
They actually made it to one of the finalists. I think they
Ew.
won something. I want to say it was either the chicken or the ribs.
Wow, nice.
That
It
was
makes me
like
so hungry.
the
How many people right now are planning, I'm having barbecue today for lunch? How busy are barbecue restaurants going to be today?
Except Irvin.
Ooh,
That's how you smell, right?
Yeah, I
You get that
still smell all the smoke from the
smoke.
barbecue.
It's
Because
about
you guys
3
got to
showers
go-
to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Since you did the KRBE's digital this weekend, you
Yes.
hit a lot of different tents.
Yes, we
Now-
went to the Cotton Tent. That one was really,
That's the
really
main
cool.
sponsor of the
main
cook-off?
sponsor, yeah.
So what'd you see from one tent to another? Like just how small and big they can get? Does every tent have something to eat?
Yeah,
What did
yeah.
you see?
What I noticed was some of them try to have like unique things. Like there was this one tent that had a brisket pasta,
Whoa.
and that was really, really good.
That sounds like
What
something
kind of
I
pasta?
want to try.
I want to say it was like an Alfredo
Alfredo
sauce.
probably has to be a
Alfredo
creamier.
sauce. Yeah, like a creamy sauce.
Try that Tuesday.
That was really, really good.
Okay, here's some of your winners. For ribs, it was Pitmaker.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Pitmaker?
Pitmaker
Oh,
was
yummy.
for
What
ribs.
kind of ribs? Is it
Pork ribs?
pork or is it beef?
It doesn't say what kind of ribs. It just says, and then it
Pork,
said
pork,
Pitmaker.
pork,
Barbecue Addiction was named the champion.
Firefighter Ross said the grand champion is a Houston firefighter team.
All right.
Nice.
A brisket, Ross, or which category? We're gonna. You
And
text
you
me
guys
back, Ross,
practice
and tell
that
me.
at a fire when you got time to?
No,
Like-
Aaron,
Yeah,
we do not practice smoking a brisket in
Somebody's
someone's
house is on fire.
burning up.
Bring your meat.
Good Lord.
Try for a few hours.
Can you just not say
what is that?
anymore about
What is that?
I'm a multitasker,
That
guys.
little nuance I'm
my
tasting in my
gosh.
barbecue. Oh, it's
10 hours.
asbestos.
10-hour burn. That's not going to happen in the house fire. They're going to put that out immediately.
Let's see. When it came to chicken fried took home top honors, followed by SNS Club, and wow, there's a lot of winners. You can just find it on all the local.
If there's anything new that you saw
Newscasts.
on the carnival grounds for food, I'm going to do the Gold Buckle Foodie Awards on Thursday, so I'll see some of the newer stuff when it gets offered to
Straight
you
up.
look at it. But what did you guys see at 37530? We had that pickle corn dog make a debut a few years ago, and it's been there ever since.
I'd have to say my favorite still is the deep fried Snickers. That's the most decadent.
Well,
one.
that's just a regular like fried food
I know,
that's
but
not
that's-
out of this world. You know what I mean? Like the pickle
out of
corn
this
dog.
world
Sam,
for
do you
me.
understand how that works?
The
Like,
what?
I know you looked confused when I said the
Yeah.
pickle corn dog. So it's not a pickle flavored corn dog.
Okay.
It is
Which might be good.
a hollowed out giant dill pickle.
Uh-huh.
Okay, hollow out the seeds. So you just have like the casing of the pickle, basically.
Yes.
You're gonna put the hot
That's what
dog
you
in
use
that.
it?
You're gonna put the hot dog in
Stop
that.
it, Eric.
Then you're
Focus.
gonna dip it in the cornmeal
Okay.
batter. Then you're gonna fry that.
I could do that.
So at the bite,
I could do
It
that.
is the cornmeal, it's the cornbread, then the ring of the pickle, then the hot dog inside.
Oh, especially
Yeah.
if it was like a cheesy hot dog.
Or a good hot dog, like a Costco hot dog. That's a beef
Eric,
flavor.
you're ridiculous.
Costco's.
Does Costco pay you?
Yeah, I mean,
Literally.
you own stock in
Are
the
you
company.
doing a definitely
I wish.
Costco
With all the money
endorsement we
I've
don't know
spent,
about?
I
Is that
should.
what? That should be your Try It Tuesday. Just go to Costco today, and then
I've
tomorrow.
never had one ever.
Yeah, do
Wait,
it.
you never
it.
tried to?
I've
So
never
go
once had a
get us
Costco hot dog.
dogs.
I just
Try
put-
and see if they don't have them on the buns, and then we can try it Tuesday tomorrow. The Costco hot dog.
Should,
Hot
Hot
dog.
dog.
Sorry.
Hot dog.
dog.
Sorry,
should I try a bunch of different ones, and then
my
you guys
East
gotta try and
Coast
guess
accent.
which
What's
is
that?
my hot dog, which is my Costco dog?
Which is your
I'll get you like a
Costco dog?
plumper.
Give me a Hebrew National,
yeah,
which
Hebrew
I love.
National.
Hebrew
those
National.
are good. I could do those.
They have those
Or a
there at
Frank's.
Costco.
Get the
Full
Costco dog
ballpark.
that you're talking
I'll
about,
get it.
Yeah.
or like a Frank's or a Nathan's.
Yeah.
All three of those. We'll do a hot dog taste
dog.
test.
Yeah.
Hot dog.
I got a
taste
George
test.
Foreman. We can bring that in, get it sizzling, get them grill marks.
Yeah, bring that in. Okay, we have a wiener off.
Wiener
Let's do
off.
it.
Actually, here's something
love
dumb
Costco.
I never knew. Dumb question amnesty. Not until a babysitter watching my kids 2 summers ago did this. I was like, what are you doing? My whole life, I thought you had to boil hot dogs to cook them.
You can boil them.
Only?
Only.
Oh,
I
no.
never knew because she put them in the microwave. I go, what are you doing? And she goes, I'm making hot dogs. I go,
you know you
why
can do
are you
that?
doing it like that? And she goes, what do you mean? How else do you do it? I said, what are you talking
In the
about?
microwave?
Yeah,
she
you
would,
did that?
She would get
No, I
like a
put it
bounty
on a
paper
frying
towel.
pan.
That's what I do. That frying pan back.
Yeah, I
used to
put a
always-
little butter in
No.
the pan and
She
fry
put a
it. But
bounty
my
paper
mom always
towel.
did it in boiling water because
Yeah.
we couldn't afford
That
a
takes too
microwave.
long, though.
It's
it
like,
takes
it's like
forever,
a 15
and then
minutes.
you have the pot to clean.
Yeah.
What she did, she took a bounty paper towel or whatever paper towels.
Okay.
She would dampen it a little bit. Then she wrapped 2 hot dogs in it, so they're totally covered. She put them in the microwave for 30 to
You don't
45
even dampen them,
seconds.
You just throw them in there on a plate.
So now that's how I do it, but I didn't know there was such a
There's
shortcut
also
to
a-
hot dogs.
That remember Sky Mall was really
Yeah,
big.
oh yeah, the magazine.
You could buy that hot dog. You put it looks like a toaster that's got holes. You put 4 hot dogs in it. It goes down, and
That's
you put the bun in there too.
Right.
Oh, wow.
And then somebody
Look
that
it
I
up,
know
look it up
has
on
a hot dog
Amazon.
warmer, like a keeper. It's a hot dog
Yeah, you
keeper.
went to
for
a party.
parties.
I was gonna
went
buy
to-
that. Remember?
Dude, I took
Oh,
a
I
picture at
forgot
this
it,
kid's
yes.
birthday party. This girl, Jennifer H., shout to you. It's like the steamer keeps the buns nice and soft like James Corn Allen used to.
Yeah.
And then the hot dogs stay all nice and warm and moist. And you can put them all together. And whenever
And
you're
pull out
ready
the
to eat a hot
drawer.
dog, that it's all nice and
I wanted that
moist.
so bad.
We have to have hot dogs tomorrow.
Okay, I'll go buy
Hot
some
dog
hot
tray
dogs.
Tuesday. I've never had a
The problem
Costco
is,
hot dog.
I bought the Costco hot dogs. It comes in like 50 of them.
Well, that's right. So you're going to make 50 hot dogs.
It's like a machine gun. You know, they're all linked together, and
I was like,
the bullets are all.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
All right, I'll bring the hot dogs
Okay.
in.
Well,
Yes.
and 37530.
No
Unless
buns.
we get a food truck.
No buns.
But like,
could you
yeah.
do a hot dog eating contest?
No.
How many do you think you could do in a minute?
No.
I'd get
Stop
sick.
it. Ew. Don't make him do that. Remember he did that with the wings?
Yeah,
He got really sick.
That was gross.
Wait, who did that with
I
the
could
wings?
probably
Remember
He did that with Cane's.
Kane's
Oh,
wings?
oh, yeah,
Him
oh.
and Ahmad?
It wasn't
only
wings.
you
It was
only
just
managed-
chicken tenders.
You
Chicken
got 4
tenders, sorry.
tenders down. That was
And
it.
Ahmad got like 5. He
That
thought, we
was-
thought for sure he'd get 7.
we only got like a minute.
But it wrecked you for the whole day,
Yeah,
didn't
that was
it?
gross.
No, I mean, I
No?
had more for lunch, but I'm just saying for that time.
It's very hard to
It's very
eat 5
delicious.
Cane's chicken fingers all at the same time.
Yeah.
Because
I don't
you gotta take
recommend
your
you eat
time,
them all
though.
in 60 seconds.
You got to take your time. Coming up next, we're going around the table.
Let's do Roundtable because everyone just keeps calling for
Olivia
Olivia
Rodrigo. So if we
Rodrigo.
try and throw a topic out, the question will be, did we win Olivia Rodrigo?
That's all I'm
tickets?
getting.
So just,
Yeah.
we're going to go around the table next on the Roula and Ryan Show. Things I want to hit before we get into the roundtable. 2 things. 1, the rodeo sounder has been sounded at 8 o'clock, so you could know what you're listening for. If you missed that, sorry about that. However, the window has not opened for that yet. That is 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. When you hear the rodeo sounder placed anywhere in our programming, you will win tickets to the rodeo. We are in the window for Olivia Rodrigo tickets. That was Taylor Swift.
That was
We
not
already-
Olivia.
We already gave away Olivia tickets once already today. Anytime an Olivia song begins, starts, as soon as we start hitting that song,
Start calling.
You start calling at 713-390 KRBE, and you'll win tickets to the sold out show for tomorrow night. Molly was the winner that we had this morning for her daughter Charlotte. She had just dropped her off at school, and she was like, "Oh my gosh!" Molly was crying. She was so
You
excited.
got to
She could
text
not
your
believe
daughter.
it.
Say, hey, guess what? We're going to the show.
Now I was talking to her. She said she did text, but she can't get her phone probably till lunchtime.
Right. 'cause
Okay.
they
I
have
told her,
that
let
whole
us know
policy.
tomorrow.
Yeah. And then the third thing I want to mention before we get into this money story first is we were talking about the cook-off and how the winner, the whole thing works with the winners and the brisket and the different categories and pork ribs and beef ribs and all that. One of these listeners who was at one of our listeners who was at the cook-off sent us this text, and she says, regarding the cook-off, the way it's, first of all, it's pork ribs, and it's all based off a points system. It's a combination of everything for when you turn in. So they tally up the points for the ribs, for the chicken, for the brisket. Then there's a mystery category like the brisket pasta we had mentioned, things like that. And so they do the point system, and that's what they add up. And that's what happens. They say your brisket has to be tender and not mushy, and all those things. So you could. I could beat it for many years, never actually compete. I had livestock because of how expensive it is, because of what it takes to get to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Always wanted to, but I'm in the local Pasadena, Brazoria County cook-offs, not the big one, because
Hey,
that's
it's all
a lot
good.
to enter.
There's a lot of good cooks in in Houston, surrounding areas.
The Taste
Why
of
is
the
my mouth
South.
watering right
Taste
now?
of South.
I know,
Texas
legit
barbecue was the grand prize.
hungry.
And you know what, y'all? We're right next to Papa's Barbecue on Gessner and Westheimer. And how many mornings
Ryan!
when you open the door, Ryan, what do you mean?
Daddy
Your
Warbucks here.
fence daddy.
Oh, I was like, why are you calling his name? You want
Ryan
to buy some barbecue?
buys us tacos.
Yeah.
Meat Daddy, I want one of those beef ribs.
We can smell
Rib
the
daddy.
brisket cooking at
Rib
Papa's
daddy.
Barbecue when we come to work.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not every morning, but you know it when you open your door, like, oh.
5 a.m. I
smells
can
amazing.
smell that smoke.
How do you eat that for
coming out.
lunch, though?
What do you mean? That's the one you should eat it because
feel
you should
like
eat a heavy meal so you can work it off
You're
the
going to
rest
get
of the
back
day.
and
you
fall
go back to
asleep
work.
at your
No,
desk
I'd be
by
so tired.
1:30.
When we went to El Tiempo on Friday, I was exhausted.
Went to food coma
and
afterwards.
I only filled up on chips and queso, really.
Yeah,
and
queso
I was
gets
like,
ya.
I was like, oh man.
And you know, I don't even do the queso. Y'all know what I love at El Tiempo? That green
Rula,
sauce.
I had to
green
like take
sauce
the
is good.
straw out of Rula's mouth.
I know. I wanted
She
to
was
drink
gonna
it.
drink
Actually,
it.
she
I
didn't even
love that
offer that to
green.
us. You notice
Nope, that was
came
mine.
to us and she like.
She
like
did.
A,
She
you know,
told me.
prisoners
She's
when
like,
they get
this
their
is
food,
mine.
they
Put
guard
their
it.
arm around
Do you
it.
know what we're talking about?
Yeah.
The green salsa?
Oh, yeah, it's
so they
really
do the
good.
red and the green.
Drink it.
And then they already had a giant queso and a
But
giant
it's meant for the whole
guacamole in
table,
front of them.
Roll. Not just you.
Nope, it was all Rula's.
And I was going to ask them when they dropped one, I was like, can you bring another one? Because somebody might want to try this. Like, this one's mad.
Yes.
And I actually ended up only eating that.
You did?
Because I moved positions at the table before the food came, and then I wasn't going to eat. Actually, I did have a tortilla and something else, but yeah, that green sauce is life.
If you
Okay.
really want all that for yourself, here's a great move that I do when you go to the restaurant and say, I'm sorry, I've got a cold and I don't want to get everybody else sick, so can I have my own salsa? And then, they bring multiple little salsas out.
So you do that
Or you
because
just tell
you
them.
want
You
it
don't
all?
look like a pig.
I
Why
just
don't you
tell
just ask them?
No, I just
Yeah.
tell them, can we have
Well,
one more of this?
Whining's more fun.
Now the waiter's going to blame
Surprised
you.
they don't give you like a spoon and they're like, you can scoop it out and put it on your plate.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
And Ryan, you don't want to be
Sure.
telling people you have a cold in
Yeah.
the post-COVID world.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
then they'll
that's
be like,
true. Yeah.
The
This
waiter's
is
going to be
before
sick the
COVID.
next day and blame
Sicky
you.
on table 12
Oh,
over there.
yeah.
Just told me he's coughing
Oh,
in
now
salsa.
I've had wait staff that was sick, and I'm like, it's okay. I don't need that.
Anything?
No, I'm okay. I'm not going to eat today.
Does Mr. Beast ever do like
here.
salsa giveaways, or does he like, we're going to jump in this giant pool filled with salsa?
Mr. Beast does a lot of stuff on YouTube that we used to do in the radio world.
Like, that's how I feel like he started
Late
with that.
90s and 2000, like the car, like put your hand on the car.
Yeah.
Last one to take your hand off.
When's the
That bit's
car?
been going around since the
Eric,
80s.
do you remember when you and I first started working that I did a TV segment where they got a black belt in karate, this woman, and we had to wrestle in a big swimming pool filled with cream corn?
You wrestled a woman who does karate?
Oh, yeah. She took me down in like 2
Oh,
seconds.
he got hurt.
Like I was kidding around
in a cream corn pool.
in a cream. It was like
He
four-
wasn't taking it serious. He was just having
I
fun.
was just having fun, and she was taking it serious.
and threw him down
So-
like that hip check move where you like,
So I went in.
what?
I was in this big pool. It was about 3.5 feet deep of cream corn.
Yeah, like
man.
probably
I was
like
in
a
a
kiddie
scuba
pool,
suit.
right?
No, I was in a scuba suit. No, it was the kind you get at Walmart. Like where it's like about
baby
3
pool.
feet. 3
it was a
feet.
deeper.
It was
pool.
deeper. It wasn't like a little tiny kiddie pool. It was a good sized
Have
pool.
you seen my kiddie pool? It's pretty cool.
So
we can do this
Santiago's
again.
little
Literally
Right.
on Tuesday.
It has
brought
2
in-
seats.
Sam, they brought in like hundreds of cans of cream corn. The smell was so
Ew.
terrible. And I had to wear a scuba suit. So I get in this thing, and I'm just goofing around for the camera.
Corn goofing.
This woman was really taking it seriously, so she put me in a sleeper hold. I went straight
Yeah.
down, and she made me black out, and I went underneath the corn, and it was all on TV. You can actually, I think I said the F word. I'm like, her name was
What?
Dawn. I was like, you're effing killing me. And
Can we
boom,
Google that? Ryan
right
Chase
underneath.
cream corn death?
And you don't know if he peed or pooped
That's
himself.
very odd.
No, I did not
Google
poop
that.
myself
We don't
in
know.
the cream corn.
There's already lots of corn. You
May
don't
have.
know.
Well, I bring
Oh.
up Mr. Beast because, yes, Mr. Beast does lots of stunts, and he says somebody's going to win $2 million. Somebody's going to win a private jet. Someone's going to win an island, all these things. Mr. Beast is the most followed person on YouTube.
Yep.
In 2022, he had 240 million subscribers and counting. He is only closely behind the Indian record label and production company T-Series in the race for the top spot altogether. And he revealed that he makes $700 million a year off of his YouTube channel.
Oh, my God.
Jimmy Donaldson is his name. We've talked about him before. 2 years ago, somebody offered to buy his YouTube channel for $3 billion.
I thought it was just $1 billion.
$1 billion, and he said no.
Was that all?
Smart move because
Yeah, because he was making $700 million a year. He's
Yeah.
getting shortchanged.
Oh my god!
But he said that he does not spend any of the money on himself. He said he says he reinvests every dollar he makes at the point of where you could claim stupidity. He said, just believing that we would succeed, and it's worked out. His high ticket giveaways, like I said, has been $2.5 million private jet, a $2 million private island, and millions more in cash prizes to random people for random things.
Smart.
it's just fun to watch.
Pouring
You
his
guys ever
profits
watch
right
it?
into
Or your kids probably watch it.
Oh, my kids
Yeah.
knew Mr. Beast. That's how I learned of Mr. Beast.
Plus, this guy's cookie line, I believe. Mr.
Oh, yes,
Beast
chocolate bars, but they're not that good.
I never
We tried the
tried
chocolate bars.
They're not that good.
They're not. They're no Wonka bars. No.
Yeah.
We weren't excited about the
Did he
Mr.
have-
Beast bars.
Did he have chocolate chip cookies too, or
I
something?
don't know.
Or-
He's trying to take on famous
I
Amos.
thought
The things that he did that caught kids' attention that was okay for the parents to watch that, I feel like for them to watch it, it was interesting stuff like, you know what Orbeez are? Orbeez are like little slime beads.
Little jelly, yeah.
They're little beads that are inside like a jelly, think of like a round little sack, and it has like jelly beads in it. Orbeez are what that is. And so he would fill a swimming pool full of Orbeez and they would jump in there. Or he'd fill a house full of the little plastic balls from like the Chuck E. Cheese. The whole second floor, the whole first floor of the
And then
house
people
was
jump into
that.
it or do
Yeah.
stuff.
And then
my
you would
gosh.
jump into that. It's like things that you would not be able to bring to real life.
It's like
that you
David
brought to
Letterman
real
did
life.
in the 80s.
David Letterman for years was known for. Oh, by the way, there's a show that Sarah Silverman hosts called Stupid Pet Tricks.
I know, I saw that.
He does stupid. David Letterman is the inventor of stupid human tricks and stupid pet tricks. That was a segment on his Late Show, which is now who does that segment now? It used to be James Corden's slot, but now I don't know what they do there in that slot.
Well,
The 11:30
Seth
slot.
Myers.
Yeah, but on CBS.
Well, CBS is Stephen Colbert.
I know, but he's 10:30.
That was always David Letterman's spot.
Oh, right, for CBS.
Remember,
You're
he was
right,
on
you're right,
NBC.
you're right.
He took over the Ed Sullivan Theater.
You're right.
He was
He was
NBC.
11:30 NBC, 10:30 CBS. Right. So he would do these things where he'd put a Velcro suit on, and he'd get the little exercise gym. What's the
The little trampoline.
Like
thing.
trampoline.
He would jump on that and stick himself to the wall to see if he could stick.
It was so dumb. It just,
And he said the one thing
Yeah.
that almost killed him was when he covered himself in little Alka-Seltzer discs.
The effervescence
And
was
they
overwhelming.
inserted him into like a
Water.
what's that thing where you hit the ball? The
Dunk
dunking
tank.
booth.
Oh, yeah, dunk
They
tank.
inserted him into a dunk tank, and what they did not realize was the effervescence of the Alka-Seltzer was choking him. Like, think of the cloud of the effervescence came over
Yeah.
him, and he could not get real oxygen. So that could have
That
almost
stuff's
killed
scary.
him.
You ever see the girls with those mermaid outfits on?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yes.
And they're swimming, and the people can watch them. Like you
Yeah.
go to
behind the bar.
Yeah.
in a
and then the
restaurant.
girl like
Yeah.
can't. All of a sudden, she freaked out.
Yeah,
She's
because
like,
your
she
legs
couldn't move
aren't
anymore, so she had to
separate.
rip it off. And poor little kids are watching. They're
Oh
like,
my gosh.
that mermaid just
Tore
ripped
off her tail.
Yeah, she's
Because
not
she
a
could
mermaid
sink
anymore.
like a stone if she couldn't
Yeah, but
move her
because you
legs.
freak out like
yeah,
that, you're like
yeah.
scared.
So Mr. Beast, guys, $700 million, claims he is not rich because he constantly reinvests his money into things he's going to give away. He said maybe it's dumb, maybe he'll be broke by the time he's 60, but
I'm
likes
sure
what
he's,
he does.
He's not going to be broke. Trust
I'm sure
me.
he's taking a little bit away.
Yeah, he's not putting
I
a
hope
If I make
100%.
so.
700, he probably spends like 600.
At least invest in yourself, like your future.
That's what he says he does.
Yeah.
But yeah, think about it. If he makes $700 million a year, even takes $100 million, he's still loaded.
I mean, think about it. He's selling advertising space as well, so
Oh yeah, there you go. That's
he's not
Mr.
not
Beast.
hurting.
It's just silly. Somebody said, fun fact, Mr. Beast lives in Willis. My husband's cousin is his assistant. What? Are you serious? He lives in Willis, Texas?
well. Tell him to come on in here.
I'm going to need more on that texter. You can give me some more information on that. Is that just a totally made up text that I read out loud?
That's a weird text though.
They're
Why
like,
would
"Oh,
I
Rula
just
reads
got Rula
this."
to read that. Sucker.
What else can I get Rula to read?
So say
What
names.
will Rula read? This segment.
Birthdays.
Go ahead, Sam. Say another happy birthday.
Just
To who?
Whomever, to the February 26 babies.
Hey, happy birthday, February 26th. Actually, oh my gosh, it's my dad's birthday today. And I said for him.
Oh my God, Sam!
You got to call him up and do that voice.
Light bulb.
I'm surprised your mom hasn't texted you yet.
birthday, Pepsi.
I already texted him. Oh my gosh, I'm an
And why is it called
idiot.
Pepsi?
Because my dad is obsessed with Pepsi, and he's a granddad, and so Pepsi.
Grandpappy.
Pepsi. My gosh, I can't believe I'm having a
Daughter of the
moment.
year.
Good thing
I'm
beer
having a
isn't his
moment.
favorite thing, you know?
Okay, coming up next in
Boozy?
Celebrity Scoop. Movies that you once loved, and they were the ones that just
Oh, rough.
made your life, and they're cringy now, so you can't ever watch them again. Think of a movie that you cannot watch now because it's so cringy and wrong. You can't even admit you like it anymore.
Oh, that sucks. The woke world, I can't even like my
The
movies.
We'll talk
cringier,
about it
the more
next.
enjoyable.
On the Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show. Oh, let me throw this your way. Last week, I was watching Amy Schumer on Kelly Clarkson. She was promoting Hulu's Life and Beth, the show she's got going on. And
Michael
I
Cera?
think I mentioned there was a clip of her being shown, right, Eric? Off the air, I mentioned, gosh, she got a lot of hate or something for what's going on with her, right? Because of some puffiness. And you had mentioned her endometriosis, but today now we know what's going on with her.
Yeah, because last week she was getting attacked, but people are trolling her.
Why were
I
they
think she's on
attacking?
Andy Cohen. She's on Andy Cohen.
Is that when it was?
Live.
What were they
happens live.
saying?
So February 15th, she posted
Making fun of
people.
her face.
They're making fun of her face, being real puffy. The thing that I noticed
She
when
did look
was
different.
on,
Like you knew something was up.
Yeah.
But I think we're so used to just being normal people that we're thinking, oh, you do the Hollywood thing and you tried to do.
Like too much filler or something.
Filler.
and
right,
it went
maybe it was
bad.
like filler that went wrong.
Yeah.
Because on the Kelly Clarkson show, I thought it was. I thought her face was puffier than normal. I didn't know if it was a filler thing or something with the medication she has for endometriosis, but she also looked almost like a little sleepy. She was awake, but it was almost like she was a little sleepy or something. And I was like, I wonder if something's up with that, not realizing all the other stuff she already addressed from people telling her all this terrible stuff. But she said the reason she then found out more about what's going on with her is because of the internet's trolls. I'm not saying it's a good thing. She's just saying that she knew something was up, and then people really talking about her puffy face really made her
Like,
kind
I
of
need
deep
to go
dive
get
more.
checked, yeah.
And it turns out she has Cushing syndrome, which is a condition caused by having too much of the hormone cortisol in your body for a long time. And symptoms include a rounded face, a lump between your shoulders. I've seen this actually before, but I didn't know where I'd seen it. But I definitely remember seeing that, like men and women can get this lump.
Like a hunchback type of thing?
No, it's like this. When I saw it on the news, there was some news story. It was on mute, and it was like, think of like if you had like a swollen,
Like when your elbow gets that big swollen.
like
Like
it was
a ball
like a
thing.
swelling,
tennis ball?
like a
Sounds painful.
swelling, almost like a
Softball,
hump,
even.
but not a hump like you're a hunchback, not like that
Yeah.
severe. It's just right between your shoulders.
Like Pimple Popper show would have.
Probably something like that would have it on there.
yeah.
Oh, when they get that like rounded growth and they have to
that's
remove
like
it.
Yeah, it can also lead to high blood pressure, bone loss, and type 2 diabetes. She said, while I was doing press on camera for my Hulu show, I was also on MRI machines for 4 hours at a time. I had my veins shut down from the amount of blood they were drawing, and I thought, gosh, maybe I'm not going to be around to see my son grow up. But she found out that the kind of Cushing syndrome that she has will just work itself out, and that she's overall healthy. That was the greatest news imaginable.
That's good
But she
news.
did open up about the endometriosis treatments that she had done, and she always wants to advocate for women's health because many times women still are questioned in the doctor's office, even when they say something's not right with them. Doctors will say, maybe you're just tired, and they don't
That's
go deeper
terrible.
with it.
I mean-
maybe you're just tired. You're just probably tired. Anyway, she did say that, well, I guess the internet's undefeated then. Because you want to hate them so much.
But they helped you out.
It helped her out. So that's what it is. It's Cushing syndrome, and that is what her puffy face.
I hope all the people
is
that
all
trolled
about.
her feel like crap about themselves because it's just who are you helping when you write those kind of mean
They
comments?
help themselves.
I mean,
They
is
make
your
themselves
life
feel better.
Your life's so
Losers.
devoid of joy
Or-
that you have to say something
Well, they
like
say
that.
it without even thinking of any kind of ricochet effect at all. Somebody who writes something terrible, like about your sports team, or they hate you because you don't like their sports team, or whatever it is, they will tear you down and destroy you in the one sentence
It's a little
that
different
you're
when-
thinking about 3 days later, and they were just like, well, whatever. It was just
They
that to
didn't
me.
even realize they did it.
It's
Yeah,
a little
they
different
did
if you're
it.
making like a comment of, oh, I wish the coach had not made this stupid
No,
play.
we're talking about like
Make it
Ryan,
personal, bro.
like
Versus
during like
somebody
the
making a
Astros
pot
World
shot at their
Series,
appearance.
people will just like the rivalry of anything, your appearance as an actress or an actor, just all these things. People just write one-liners and they just pretend like they didn't even do
Yep,
it.
yep.
And
The drive-by
meanwhile, you're
troll.
thinking about it 4 days later. Okay, let me get to the cringy movies that were
Oh, yeah, we
awesome,
talked about what was that?
but not so good now. Well, we already talked about this one, American Beauty. That was the number 4 cringiest movie now.
That was cringy when it came out.
That
Yeah.
won Academy Awards because Kevin Spacey had some
He was a predator
attraction to the
for his
teenage daughter's friend. Problems. 16 Candles.
Oh, yeah.
Problems.
Yep.
Hello. They don't know if they slept
16
together or not,
Candles
but
got
she
a lot.
thinks it was good. That's an actual
Oh
line in the
my
movie.
God.
He goes, did we? She goes,
And he goes, I
"I'm
don't know,
pretty-"
I think we
She goes, I'm
did.
pretty sure. I just watched this recently. She goes, I'm pretty sure we did. And he goes, was I any good? And he goes, I think you were.
That's so weird. The number 1 on the list should be Revenge of the Nerds because there is so much wrong with that movie. It is disgusting. It should
It's
never
really-
replay ever.
It does not stand the test of time at all.
But it's good to watch to see what people were like back
in
then.
the 80s. But nobody
Like
was
history.
really like
Like that's
that.
what they thought was okay.
Yeah.
Well, they thought that was funny to watch. I mean, because I was alive during
they
that time.
put a
I didn't
camera
know
system
anybody
in a
who would do
woman's
that.
in the girls' dormitory to watch them all walk around naked.
They do a
and peep on
panty
them
raid?
24/7.
There's
basically.
one scene in
You
that
know this,
movie.
Sam?
Ooh,
They put cameras in the bathrooms and all through the hallways. They can see the girls of the sorority naked.
In their defense,
and
they
they're
got
watching it on their
those guys,
TV in
like,
their house.
terrorized them and they threw them out of their place and
They
took over
put
their place.
pigs in their house.
And
It's
tore up
still
stuff.
not okay to
But Sam, the
sexually
worst
harass
part of
and
Revenge of the
violate
Nerds
women.
is
But they were bullying too.
they were bullying. But the worst part of the movie was like the popular jock that was terrorizing them. They were at a school festival, and he was wearing like a Darth Vader costume, and he saw him take his helmet off. He put the helmet on, and he goes up to the guy's girlfriend and takes her into like, the
Because they were
private
going to
room.
knock it out, and then she thought it was him.
And then he had sex with the guy's girlfriend, and she thought she was having sex with her
so
boyfriend,
wrong.
and it was the nerd.
Hey, pretty
That
much.
is a mess.
Right,
Yeah.
there's a lot of joy in that scene.
No, I'm just
I know.
saying.
It's like
does
finally
not
us
stand.
nerds got back at those jocks.
I mean, it's essentially rape.
Yeah, but back then you didn't think that.
We didn't even realize it because when he takes off the helmet,
Nobody
she
did until like 30 years
Yeah,
later.
he takes off the helmet. She goes, "Are all nerds this good?"
Well, you know the one that really threw me was Love Actually, because you cannot watch that movie ever unless it's the edited version, because there's a completely unnecessary scene of this very cute couple that gets together because of their job, but their job is to be stand-ins on a pornography set.
I never understood that scene.
I do not even understand why that
story.
storyline was part of this movie. It didn't need to be part of the movie, and it ruins you if you ever want to try and watch it with anybody in the room besides yourself or your mate, because I'm not watching that with my mom in the room. I'm not watching that with my
no.
kids in the room.
Yeah.
And
No, it does
also,
ruin it.
it ruins it. And the other part that ruins it is the part where he, oh God, what is the weird thing about? It's not just the sexy thing. It's the the friend that's obsessed with her. At the time, we thought it was so sweet that he
Rick
came to the
Grimes.
door with his cue cards to say, "I'm in love with you," and it's over now. When really, he's overly obsessed with her in a very unhealthy
By the way,
way.
that was on last night.
Was it?
Rick Grimes.
Oh,
the
yeah.
new one.
His new show.
Now he's from The Walking Dead.
you see it?
Got good near the end, but I'm like, what the hell is going?
But
It's
she's
just confusing.
have you seen Love Actually, Sam?
It's in my DVR.
Keira Knightley gets married, and Rick Grimes is the best man.
we call
is
him
the
Rick
best
Grimes.
man.
He's Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead.
I'm sorry, what's his
It's
real life
Andrew
name?
Lincoln.
Andrew Lincoln. Yeah, I know, you're right. And so he only videotaped her, like real close-up shots of her,
It's
just to
stalkerish.
watch her. It's real stalkery. And then she says, "I really need to see some video of my wedding because it was a total screw up. And do you have anything?" He goes, "No, I really don't have anything." And then she finds it, and then they're watching it together, and then she realizes, why is everything a close-up of just me? Like, it's super creeper. But at the time, we thought, oh my God, he's pining for her. He loves her so
loves her.
much.
Jerk friend.
But it's
It
cringy
is.
I'll
now.
go try and
It's
watch it.
cringy
Trying
now.
to steal my wife.
Here we go. Time for the Roula and Ryan show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Okay, this weekend, an estimated 4,000 fans showed up for what was billed as Houston's largest ice hockey watch party and celebration of the sport. It was the inaugural hockey day in Houston. It was held at St. Arnold Brewery.
Yep.
Houston has been without a pro hockey team since the Arrows left the American Hockey
That's an
League.
awesome turnout. I know my
4,000
friend was coming to
people.
come to it. I wanted to go see it, but I was asleep. I missed it.
And why were you asleep?
Drunk on bourbon.
No.
He was drunk on
Maybe.
bourbon.
I don't know, but tired. This job, get up at 3 a.m. every day.
No,
I
I-
sleep till 10:30. It's a win.
I did this story a couple hours ago. Let's see if you can still remember the word. Zach Teo of River Oaks Elementary School won the HISD Spelling Bee. He's going to go on to the 2024 Scripps Regional Spelling Bee, hosted by HCC, and that's going to be March 23rd. If he makes it into the top 3, then he goes to D.C. for the national contest. The winning word was feticus. Do you think you can remember that word?
Oh, yeah, how'd that go, Sam? Go ahead.
Feticus is another word for corn
Feta-kiss.
salad.
FETTICOUS.
No.
Like couscous?
You added a letter.
ICUS. Oh, I added OUS.
FETTICUS.
Dang, I was close.
At first, I thought it was
Close.
FETT, but then I thought, well, it says feta. Maybe there's feta
That's
in
what I
it.
thought. The feta
Yeah.
got me.
Nope.
And then I didn't know if it was
FETA.
weird and it was going to be PH.
I hope I'm saying it right.
Feticus.
Could
Feticus.
be.
Feticus. What if it's feticus? And we don't know it.
You got a case of the
Feticus.
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 Well, that kid's smart.
Yep.
Yes.
Smarter than Oliver B.
Well,
Congratulations.
it's not hard for us to be smarter than us.
That's true. If
Are you
missed what
smarter than an
happened
elementary student?
with Jennifer and
He just
Justin,
he's like in first grade, by the way.
Wait,
He's
first
only,
grade?
He's only in first grade.
Oh
Are you
my
smarter than a first
gosh.
grader?
hold
we are
on
not.
a second.
I feel like just his parents make him like sit in there
Is
and have
this-
to do
yeah.
it.
He's
Too long.
only-
Wait,
Wait,
hold
he
on.
was in
wait.
kindergarten last year.
Hold on, wait. The Scripps Howard Big Spelling Bee is
I thought it
like
was
for
like 7th
12-year-olds.
grades or
Used to be 6th or 7th grade for that. That's not the one that's on TV then.
What's his name?
Zach, and then last name is spelled Teoh.
Is it just
Ryan's
like the
history
Houston
of
for
the
first
news
grade?
There's misinformation. Is what do you?
Yeah, so this is the one where they go to the championship
This
on
is the one
ESPN.
that's like a 12-year-old in
this
DC
is right
to do
out of the
this.
Quran.com. It says Zach's next step is the 2024 Scripps Regional Spelling Bee.
What's the real story, Sam? Did you find it?
Zachary finished first at the Houston ISD Spelling Bee earlier this month, competing against children as old as 8th grade.
See?
But what is that?
So-
How can you be in the same
Can
competition
you apologize
as a
to me
first
now
grader?
for calling me a liar?
Not a liar, just a misinformationer.
I was
yes,
not
I'll
a-
apologize
It's just-
for that. But usually, that spelling bee, you have to be of a certain age
I
to
thought it
even
was for
be in
12th
it.
grader, 12-year-olds.
Yeah, no, he's 7 years old, and he's beating kids in 8th grade.
Isn't that
So
amazing?
is that like a
He's just
special
super smart.
clause then? Is he like a real gifted and talented child that's doing this? Or do all first graders go up against 7th graders for spelling bees? Somebody from a school guy.
Says
text
he
us.
is a first
I did
grader
the-
like any other.
I
He's
did the
driving
opposite.
go-karts,
At my
reading.
school, it wasn't cool to spell.
Oh, you know why? It's because he likes
Eric took up
dinosaurs.
smoking.
What do you mean he likes dinosaurs?
He likes dinosaurs.
Aw.
They say that kids that like dinosaurs
See?
are super smart.
Yep.
You need to get your son in a spelling
Oh,
bee.
wait a second. Didn't Sam just say you do not want your son to
Yeah.
like dinosaurs?
I guess he has to in order to be intelligent.
Remember that? 2
Yeah.
weeks ago, she was, I do not want Santi to like
I
dinosaurs.
know, that's why it
Sam's
says
got a
it. He's
big
crying.
birthday party. I got this big dinosaur picked
If
out
you
for
do, I hate you.
for his
Don't.
birthday.
I'm going to bring
Party
a
Saturday,
T-Rex
Sunday.
to that party.
We should all bring dinosaurs.
Walk around.
Stop it!
That Jurassic World. I was going to show up at your house.
I hate
Jurassic
you
World.
all. Don't do
That'd
it.
be
All right,
awesome.
what happened on Roula and Ryan's Roses with the update with Jennifer after Justin, her husband of 20 years and father of her 7 children, was cheating on her with a woman named Tammy? You're going to get the update and the recap and the update next on the Roula and Ryan Show.